Hello race fans, welcome back to Garden Canyon Run for the Spring Classic Elimination Bracket for Group 3. We are going to see cars today from Diego's Diecast and Rust Belt Racing and Team Second Floor and ND Racing. And I'm Brock Wheeler. I'm going to be bringing you all the action today. We're going to see if we can get some cars down to the far end of the track. Let's take a look at the track. It starts up here going around the perimeter of their fence, as you know, at the south end of the property. Checkpoint 1 and checkpoint 2 come right before the descent into the garden bed. There's a lot of mayhem that happens right there. As they get up onto the porch, they hit checkpoint 3 and then enter Painter's Tape Gully, which is a danger spot as well. Lots of mayhem there. Checkpoint 4 is as they exit Painter's Tape Gully into the final set of turns. Checkpoint 5 is between the two turns. Checkpoint 6 at the bottom of the finish ramp. And then checkpoint 7 and 8 are on the open section of track where there's no barriers to keep cars from doing anything. They can go in any direction they like. Hopefully they go straight and they pick up those last points. Remember, stock cars get double points. Remember that. Here's a list of folks that have actually made it to the end of the track. There's only a few of you. Let's see if we can add some more onto that list. All right, here we go. All right, first up we've got Diego Roman driving Leonardo, a blue Porsche 911 GT3 Cup car against Casper driving that Hot Wheels Grand Cross, the Grey Ghost stock car. Diego, of course, the first driver to make it down to the end of the track early in qualification. Not so lucky today. Pretty spectacular crash there. In fact, mayhem right out of the gate. Both cars on their roofs. Diego had the whole shot. Looked good coming through turn 1. Casper lost it in turn 1, just took a high line. Oh, and then that's a spectacular crash. Sliding down into the garden bed there. Still on the blue track, but on his roof. And we got Tom, Dick, and Harry out there to get the cars righted. And then we'll get back up into the start gate for run number 2. So remember, stock cars such as Casper get double points. Diego's in the lead so far. Now Casper gets a whole shot. Handles oh man. Holy smokes, and it never ends. What an exciting race. All right. Diego ended up in the garden bed proper, but on his wheels. Casper's on his wheels, still managed to cross checkpoint 4. So Casper had the whole shot, but then lost it coming out of checkpoint 1. Diego took a nice overtake there, but crashed on the descent. Casper seized that opportunity and never gave up, kept on going, and collected a couple more points. And as he gets double points, that means Casper takes the lead. Very exciting. All right, run number 3. We're back up into the start gate with Diego in the inside lane, Casper in the outside lane. Diego with a whole shot, but kind of blows it coming out of turn 1. Ooh, and as well, Casper blows it coming down into the garden bed. Yeah, so Diego's going to have his work cut out for him here, for sure. So you see what happened to Casper. Yeah, just kind of didn't handle that hump on the descent too well. It went off into the garden bed. So we'll get Tom, Dick, and Harry out there in the Day Late Dollar Short crew to help out with their heavy equipment. Pull Casper back up on the track. And so mathematically here, Diego still has a shot. He would have to have a perfect run and pick up every checkpoint to beat Casper by 1 point, so it's possible. And Diego's done it before. Diego's not only the first driver to make it all the way out of the finish straight, I believe is the only driver to collect all 8 points on a run. And Casper took the whole shot, but Diego passed him at checkpoint 1. Carrying momentum down into Painted. Oh my goodness. And there's a spectacular crash. Both cars on the roofs. That was something else. We're gonna have to take another look at that to see what happened, but needless to say, I don't believe Diego collected the points he needed to move on. So I think they're letting Casper know that Casper's moving on in the tournament. Here, let's take another look here. So Casper had the whole shot, kind of screwed up turn one, opened the door for Diego, who collected that first checkpoint point. Nice run down checkpoint, or down the descent, but carried so much speed, just flew out of Painter's Tape Gully before being able to cross checkpoint 4 and collect any more points after checkpoint 3. Wow. Well, we'll get him righted up, and that ends the first heat in this group, with Casper moving on. All right, so moving right along, we've now got the Governor, driven by Matthew of ND Racing, up against Julia from Team Second Floor in that stock twin mill Hot Wheels. Matthew, the whole shot. Oof. Pretty spectacular crash down into that Snake's Head Lily there. Julia didn't make it into turn 1 even. Got stalled out, really lost a lot of momentum coming down the opening straight away. Not really sure what happened there, but Matthew with a real nice line through the turn 1. Big air coming down the descent. It was just a little too hard to control, catching so much air off the jump there. But landed on his wheels, looks like he's able to drive away on his own. So we'll get back up in the start gate here in a moment. Another look at that. Ooh, man. Just spectacular crashes, one after the other. Yeah, there we go. Turn 2. All right, run number 2 here for Matthew. On the inside lane, Julia on the outside lane, again stalling out. Matthew making it across checkpoint 3. All right, we're getting word that there is some kind of trouble with Julia's car, as we see Matthew here just rolling to a stop before checkpoint 4 there. Yeah, it looks like that on the last run, Julia had in the last elimination set damaged her rear axle, which is creating just too much drag. The wheels aren't lining up straight, and she's unable to even make it into turn 1 at this point on either of these 2 runs, so it's turning into just a sort of a training run here for Matthew, I think. Get another look at how he's maneuvering through Painter's Tape Gully here at a pretty slow speed. Let's see if Julia can't do anything in run number 3 here. Doesn't look like it, so we're going to see Matthew again, see how far he can get down the track. Another 3-point run. So I think we're going to see our first modified car move on here. It's about stinking time. Yeah, another look at Julia actually made it up onto the flat section of road there off of the blue track for the first time. Whoa, that was pretty handy driving by Matthew right there to keep the car under control. Going up on 2 wheels. Another look at that, that's pretty sweet. I gotta say, as a 1-to-1 scale person here, watching these 64th scale drivers attack this course, it is just terrifying. But man, they really go for it. Matthew again, beautiful line out of turn 1. Carrying momentum, but gets up onto the guardrail and not able to cross checkpoint 4 again. Yeah, but otherwise a pretty nice looking run for Matthew. This is a unique opportunity here for him to really check out the course here. And I gotta say, that is a nice handling car. When you get all the cars in your hand and feel them and feel how well they're balanced, this car right here, it's a really nice handling car that Matthew's got going on. So I think with any luck, Matthew's gonna see some success here as he moves on against Casper in the next group. So before that, we're going to see Group 4 that has Rust Belt Racing, Richter Scale Racing, Uncle Elvis Racing. Thanks so much to our sponsors. Thanks a lot for watching today and for subscribing, those of you that have and have been following along. I'm Brock Wheeler. It's been my pleasure bringing you all the action. Stay tuned in a few more days for Group 4. Really appreciate it. Bye-bye.